Hey guys, it's BlushingEevee, and today I'm going to be doing a new segment on my channel called Eevee's Munchies. So basically what I'm going to do is I am going to make foods relating back to Pokemon. So I'm going to make Pokemon pizzas, I'm going to do Pokemon Easter eggs, Pokemon sandwiches, everything relating to food linked to Pokemon. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make easy, simple Pokemon sugar cookies. First, what you're going to want to do is take 3/4 cup of butter and put it in the microwave to soften it up so it's easier to mix with the other ingredients. Sugar cookies aren't complete without sugar, so what you're going to need is 1 cup of sugar. Then you're going to want to steal 2 Pokemon eggs from the daycare. Okay, this is my favorite ingredient. Well, basically, I like sugar too, but you're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla gives anything the greatest flavor, even milkshakes. Now just imagine your blender like a Hitmontop's top. Now spin it all around and make sure everything gets evenly mixed and cohesive. Now put 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. I must have forgot to record the salt. Now you're going to want to put 2½ cups of flour in. I just put all the flour together, so some people do it slowly, but I just kind of wung it. Now you're going to mix it all up until it turns into a nice dough. Ta-da! Here's your finished dough. Now you're going to let the dough rest in the fridge for 1 hour. Now you're going to put some flour onto the counter so that your dough doesn't stick when you put it down. Then you're going to pad your dough down so that you can easily roll it out into a flat surface. So when you go to make your Pokemon, it's not too thick of a cookie. So you gotta eat them all! Let's get ready to make those delicious cookies. Alrighty, do you got your tools for making your fabulous Pokemon cookies? So I basically just used a cup to make the head shape for my Eevee. And then I used a spatula to make sure I keep the shape and not crush the dough. So yeah. And basically you just put some more flour on it if it's still sticky. Okay, I gotta say the ears are the hardest part with any Pokemon. I just used a butter knife and tried to shape out some Pokemon ears. I realized after cooking it that the ears kept falling off, but no problem because you can definitely just fix that by icing it, because the icing will act like glue and will stick your cookies together. So if you have broken ears like I did, don't worry about it because icing fixes everything. Here I'm giving Eevee his other ear. To form different Pokemon like I did, shape the dough into their heads by using Google Images as a reference. The dough doesn't really rise, so once you put it into the oven, it will stay the same shape once you take it out to ice it. Now it's time to bake. Set your oven to 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. Ta-da! Now they're done. Now let's get to icing. Melt 1/3 cups of margarine, and then you add 3 cups of powdered sugar. If your icing looks really droopy and like wet and like liquidy, just keep adding powdered sugar and it will thicken up. Yay! More vanilla! Get it? Cause yeah. You're gonna add 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of Milk Tank's milk. Now you're gonna mix that all together. Just keep mixing until it's all thoroughly mixed. And you'll start to see it all turn into like white icing. Now, after we get this icing made, again, if it's really soupy looking, you can put more sugar, more powdered sugar in it, and it will thicken up. I made a few batches of this, so you can also do that if you want more colors. So I just got this at Walmart. It's 12 icing colors. I'm also using piping bags for more control over where my icing goes. So I found that this icing was really hard to show you guys how I did it, but I am basically just going really slow and outlining the cookie before I fill in the fillings. And then I just looked at pictures to get a good idea of how the Pokemon looked. So right now I'm doing Sylveon, and I'll show you the finishing piece in about 5 seconds. Ta-da! So here's my finishing piece. I have a shiny Meryl, an Eevee, a Staryu, Sylveon, and 2 Froakies. For my Froakies, I had some bunny cookie cutters, and his eyes are basically the ears, and I just kind of made his bubbles with separate dough to stick on him. And I also have a love disc. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of how to make the Pokemon cookies. I hope it's helpful. This recipe is super easy, so I hope you guys can try it out and mess with the dough and try to make your own Pokemon like I did. Use cookie cutters. Cookie cutters are really helpful. Okay guys, see you next time on Eevee's Munchies!